British Prime Minister Liz Truss resigned after just 6 weeks in office following a disastrous economic plan that sent the pound plunging and her government right into chaos.
Now, Federal Reserve and White House officials are questioning whether a British-style meltdown could happen here in the U.S. They are concerned. The National Association for Business Economics warned on Monday, that would be today, that many economists believe the country is right now, as we speak, in a recession, or could tip into a recession very soon. Slow sales, shrinking profit margins, and wage marks are high on the list of their concerns. Would it be shrinking wages? It must be. Joining us now is Joseph Zeballos-Roig, domestic policy and politics reporter for Semafor, an online newsletter, which, according to the About Semafor section of the website, which I'm on right now, is looking to create a shared set of facts for the public at large to chew over. So let's get to setting and chewing. How do the economic issues here in the U.S. compare to the ones we're seeing over in the U.K.?
Yeah, and thank you for having me. And I mean, the U.S. does face some risks of a UK financial meltdown, but one of the things is that the U.S. economy is actually remarkably well positioned compared to the British economy. It has a sweetheart. The American economy does enjoy a sweetheart position. The ruler of its treasuries are still very attractive to investors, even in the middle of a global economic downturn. Investors are still buying treasuries. But, you know, what we saw in the UK does give a cause for concern that even a small wobble in the domestic treasury market can cause like outsized tremors, especially now the U.S. is experiencing, fears of a recession.
I mean, I'm not going to say one. The headline now heading into the midterms is the economy, hands down. There were things like abortion that were top of mind for Democrats. Now we're seeing Democratic candidates for the Senate and governorships who don't even want to be seen with the president because of the economy. Can you talk to us about, the differences between Liz Truss being ousted for her controversial tax cut plan in the middle of this turmoil and what, the U.S. economy going into a recession could mean for, politicians here, including the president?
Yeah, so I mean, in the middle of a recession, the U.S. does have, policy tools at its disposal to help people, get through these economic downturns. The thing that's a little complicated now is that the Federal Reserve is hiking interest rates to quell inflation, and a lot of the tools that policymakers would normally latch onto, for example, like expanded unemployment benefits or even direct payments like we saw in the stimulus, those are probably going to be off the table if the U.S. enters a recession, because that would actually contribute to inflationary problems that we're seeing. So in the middle of a recession in the United States, I feel that sources also tell me that the toolbox that policymakers would have in Congress and the White House would be a lot narrower compared to what we've experienced in the last couple of recessions.
Well, we'll see where we're all headed. Joseph Zeballos-Roig, thank you.
Thanks for having me.